Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2 Hard Mode Edition. Please like, comment and subscribe. And let's continue. Last time we forged the sword and there was an attack that coming to Crossroad Keep, and to be honest I tried to record this couple of times and I have problem with the romance. After I attack blow the bridges up, there's a glitch and I don't get a romance with Nishka, and it's just stuck there. I can't proceed, so I don't know how we'll get a romance with Eleni. Maybe I try to talk to her, but if this doesn't work, then I will just deny Nishka.
Is there something you need?
Why are you trying to help me?
Together we may act to uncover what threatens the land, and if that cause does not move you, then to uncover what threatens you and your people. Let us work together in this, as there is much we may do where alone we would fail.
And how do you think you can help me?
I can hear footfalls in the forests, the secrets the trees whisper, the stories stones tell. I can call upon the land to aid us, or harm those that would harm. And you know the ways of towns and peoples, of civilization. We are two halves of a world, and together we may create a new circle, a window to see into. Also, whatever is happening, I believe it to be tied to you in some way, and only by traveling with you will such mysteries be made clear. What did you wish to know?
If you know about the presence in the mare, can you guide us to it?
The mare is no longer a place I know well. Something has built a black wall, something beyond which none of the circle could pass, even with the secret ways. All it touches dies, and it is slowly growing, advancing from the heart of the mare and driving life and without life, without the land to aid us, one without the means to cross that wall is threatened to be consumed by it.
Can you tell me more about this barrier?
Such things are not born of the land. It is a blight, a presence from somewhere else that strikes at Faerun. Perhaps only by reaching beyond the land, into the libraries and tomes written on the skin of the trees and beasts, can such mysteries be made clear. What did you wish to know?
Let's flirt with her. Admire Eleni's elegant hands. She waves at you. I hope I will get a romance, because last time I got an Ishka romance. But I can't promise that. I don't know what triggers it. You have the most aristocratic hands, Eleni. You must have descended from royalty. She gives her hand a quick look as she just noticed them. You must have an ancestry of another, but I'm glad you like my hands, however silly that sounds. Okay.
What is your will? I will hear you. That is not unknown to me. Know that if it is your will that you would know more, your quest, this is not the time to speak.
Okay, I need more influence with... Oops, I triggered something. I didn't want to.
It is as if all... Then... The enemy... And... Choke back, Lord Nasher! Let us fight, men!
Let's reload. I forgot to do something. I need to talk to Ammon Jerro.
This road is a bit of a strain.
Is there something you need?
Let's flirt with her again. One thing you have in common with your badger is pleasing aroundness at certain forms, keep enemies behind and improving look. It takes someone like you to notice such a thing. It doesn't sound like a compliment. Okay, I want to take Jeev and Eleni and Ammon Jerro is here. Oops. So I guess I didn't trigger that cutscene yet. Okay. Let's try that again. We've done much, but there's still much to be done. Together, allied and ready to sleep for battle. If you're ready, let me know. Crossroad Keep is ready. Then I shall ride and join with Nasher near Highcliff. But wait, aren't I coming with you to Highcliff? Nasher has asked that you remain here and make sure the keep is secure, and he does not wish you or your companions risk at Highcliff. When so much depends on you, stopping the King of Shadows. Sounds like Nasher doesn't expect to win the battle. If it can pull a victory from the battle, we will. But I will not lie to you, Captain. This battle is intended to buy time to allow the people of Neverwinter to escape the city before the King of Shadows arrives, and to buy you time to find a way to defeat the King of Shadows before his troops advance any further. Farewell and good fortune to you, Captain. Our fate rests in your hand.
It is as if all the dead of the mare walk, my lord. There are miles of them.
Then we shall make a road of their bodies.
The enemy comes! They are men who have died once, and they will die again! We are more than their match. They know nothing of courage, of honor. They have no loved ones they fight for. And that is why they will fall before our swords, our spears, for the gods are with us. Brothers, sisters all, standing side by side against death. Know that all of Neverwinter stands behind you. Let us remind them of death and send them back to the hells. To battle! The 9 to me! Lord Nasher,
Let us fight to him. See if we can rescue him. The 9 to me! Men of Neverwinter, Lord Nasher is wounded. Everyone to Crossroad Keep. We will make our last stand there.
The battle at the Dark Cliff did not go in our favor. Waterdeep and the Lord's Alliance have reinforcements on the way, but if we cannot hold the keep until they arrive, then all is lost. Worse, Lord Nasher was wounded during the battle and is being taken inside the keep. We cannot risk moving him further until he has recovered. What must I do? We must hold this keep at all costs. Talk to your people here, see what can be done to prepare the coming siege. That's all I can do before fortunes arrive.
The men here call you Knight Captain.
Oh, there you are. Pardon me, but I was wondering if you happened to see Ammon Jerro about? I had some questions for him regarding the King of Shadows, and he seems to be rather elusive.
Looking for Jerro? Old Tattoo Face left the keep a while ago. Thought you'd finally told him to shove off, Captain.
And you let him live?
I'm not one to say who leaves and who stays, Captain. And I don't seem to recall you ordering me to make sure he stays put. As if any of us could make him do anything except for you. I thought he was on one of those fetch and carries you love to do.
Why would he leave now?
If he's gone, so what? I can track him if you want. Personally, I think we should let him go or kill him. But that's just my copper on the matter.
Yes, let's go find Ammon Jerro. Okay, let's take Elani. Joyev and Robnau and Bishop.
Me?
Level up. Let's give him mass cure moderate ones and war cry. That's it.
I am listening.
And Eleni. Level 9 spell. Let's give her masked round. Level 7 spell. Can give her another sunbeam. And level 5 spell. Let's give her Call lightning. And
Step with me. Come on. Follow along.
let's give her
Everyone, follow me.
the sword. Because I'm not using it. So she can use it. Ah, but she doesn't get a lot of Bonuses.
Well now,
I should keep it.
what do you want?
Let's rest. And before I go talk to him, let's buff ourselves. Cast Bless and Mass Aid. And Divine Protection.
Yes.
You can cast nothing.
Yeah.
You can cast this.
Everyone, follow me!
You can cast this. And Spell Defense and Haste.
I am listening.
And you can cast this, this, and this.
To your weapons, and don't let up! Attack!
Glory Conforus! Glory Conforus!
Let's go.
Time to sift through the ashes, Ammon Jerro. Corroborus! I stayed my hand until you could see this ruin for yourself. This pain is something that I cannot inflict upon you in Beator. Here is where she played in her youth. There is where she slept. And in your sanctuary is where her body now lies, grave and tomb.
If you have come for retribution, you are a fool.
That you would think I would allow you to remain unpunished for my imprisonment, that is foolish. Perhaps in your cowardly burrow you commanded power, but not here.
You should have enjoyed your freedom while you could. You know I'm more than a match for you.
Your skill in the craft is sufficient to give me pause. True, but I have learned from my mistakes while you are still making them, I think.
I'd like to better in your cage.
You.
What are you doing here?
This one was present at her death as well. All loose ends tied together at once. I thank you for these gifts, Ammon. You will have company as you burn in the hells.
Okay, you can go here, cast this, and this, and this, and this.
I believe so.
Let's cast Flaming Fists
Soleno,
and kill him. Attack him, attack! Come on! That was easy.
I don't recall asking you to come with me. I won't bother asking how you knew I was here. You always seem to be underfoot, interfering with everything.
I can't afford to lose you on the part of the ritual you possess.
True. I had not thought to be ambushed here.
But it is the nature of the lower planes to harbor grudges once humiliated. In any event, to waste time trading words with you is not why I came here.
You came to pay your respects to Shandra?
You're mistaken, of course. No, there is something I placed here long ago that may be of use in our war now.
Is that all this place means to you?
Is it all it means to me? Yes. I never knew this place. Never knew my niece until you brought her to me. So should I feel something as I look at this place? I think not. It is a burnt ruin, and I've seen many of these strewn with corpses. Some caused by me, but many more caused by the King of Shadows. So it affects me little. That is because I know there will be hundreds, thousands, countless more unless the King of Shadows is stopped. And he must be stopped if people are to live.
That doesn't excuse what you did to Shandra.
Ah, and so you pass judgment on me yet again. Do you realize how you sound, or are you deaf to it? As you condemn my actions, perhaps you should ask yourself how well you knew her. Really knew her.
More than you ever knew, trust me.
Indeed. Because from all that I have heard, you are constantly placing her in danger, and you knew very little about her at all. So your preaching is not only irritating me, it is a hypocrisy I commonly observe in the Neverwinter nobility, Captain.
Influence Shandra. I can tell you everything you know about her, then you can decide.
Very well, I am listening. That was a great deal more than I thought. She could have remained here and been safe, but yet she followed you. Why?
If you ask yourself why you fought the King of Shadows, you'll probably have the same answer.
Still, despite what you have said, she is still the reason why I have to fight this war. Because no one else has the strength to do it, or is willing to make the choices that I can.
If you kill the people you're trying to save, maybe you're the hypocrite.
I did what I had to do, always. They were hard decisions, but they had to be made by someone. And if no one would do it, I would. And before you judge me for my crimes, perhaps you should look back. The trail of dead behind you is long indeed, hero of Neverwinter. Ask yourself truly, if everything you have done has been done because you believe it was right. And then ask yourself if, because of it, the innocent have suffered.
Don't think that I'm unaware of my deeds.
Yet your actions? Would you change them if you had to do them over? I did what I had to do, always. Always. The King of Shadows must be stopped. There is no middle ground in this.
Yes, but ask yourself why you're fighting the King of Shadows in the first place.
To save Neverwinter, of course. They didn't move fast enough, see the threat for what it was, so I acted.
And in trying to save the people, saving Neverwinter, you ended up killing the people you were trying to protect.
You're right. I won't argue it with you anymore. I will not condemn all I have done, but there are times I have acted rashly. And innocents have paid the price. It is pride, and it is arrogance. And I do wish I had known Shandra, even for a short while. I had thought her lost in the war, you know. And in the end, she was. I am sorry, Shandra. Wherever you walk now, forgive me. It seems the land has answered me. This looks to be a pendant of some sort.
Aren't you looking for something new?
No, I have found what I was looking for.
Okay, we can... You generally may have to track Ammon Jerro. Let's try to
Yes?
him again.
I have allied myself with many of the lower planes throughout my life, and yes, we have had dealings before. Through him, I was able to achieve my goals and learn mysteries long sought lost, especially those concerning the Sword of Gith.
Yes, he can enough influence it. Where did you get the Sword of Gith?
I see little harm in telling you now. I think there is some measure of trust between us, and if the blade is lost again, then you may need to seek the same sources as I. The lower planes have watched since evil existed, and since before Gith led her rebellion against the Mind Flayers. And when Gith had achieved victory, it is known she went to the lower planes to seek allies, and did not return.
So we went there in search of answers.
Yes, and one such set of eyes, a Beatazu prince known as the Still Lord, sees much indeed. He lies imprisoned in the lower planes, and he can do little more than watch from his cage. And so I sought him, and he was able to reveal to me the location of the blade.
And you wanted nothing in return?
There was a price, yes, but it was a price I was willing to pay. And it was little more than I had already paid for the service of my other infernal allies. In fact, it is through the Still Lord that I gained the allegiance of Mephazum. For while the Still Lord may not move freely, Mephazum may.
The raw pains do not grant gifts, surely there must have been some other reason.
Perhaps. But defeating the King of Shadows was my goal, and I needed the blade. But that is all. With that knowledge, I was able to find the blade and carry on the war.
Did you find a trace of Gith?
No. Gith and her blade had become separated. Gith's fate remains a mystery to me, and I did not ask the Still Lord where she walks now.
Okay.
No doubt. Yes, with little training, I was able to do spells with no doubt. But yes, during the battles that waged this useless track. All of you, follow me!
Okay, what did you gain? Shandra spend it. As for natural, hit points and universal spell distance.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a better amulet for him. And
well now, what do you want?
let's try to give him the sword.
This load is a bit of a strain.
Let's return to the keep. Now let's try to give him the sword.
Yes.
I think other characters doesn't get the bonuses that I get with this sword. Let's talk to Naval. To load ends up with points on the way, but you cannot hold the keep. Make your rounds on the keep. Captaincy in the box of the man 1. Keep is ready against the shadow army. Let us strike against the enemy before he surrenders.
I must still remain strong. Any sign of weakness now to our own troops, and the King of Shadows will have gained another edge on us. He marches on Crossroad Keep, and it will not be long before his forces are at our gates. But you, Knight Captain, and your efforts here, you have served Neverwinter beyond the call of duty, risking your life not once, but several times without hesitation. If there is anything that I think will be the light against this shadow that comes against us, it is you and the fortress I have granted you. But on to the matters at hand.
What of Waterdeep? Of the Lord's Alliance? Have they answered our call?
Forces from Waterdeep and our other allies are on their way, but I do not know if they will arrive in time.
You cannot depend on reinforcements.
I agree. We must defend this keep as if we stand alone.
You must hold this keep against these shadows. You have raised this place with your own hands. Now you must keep it together and lead your men in battle.
I will not fail you, my lord.
We should waste no time. Please meet us in the war room, Captain.
Eleni.
Is there something you need?
I know someone. Beautiful news. I'm just going to my ask which what's up. Ishka Shandra. Kana is a formidable woman. Quite so, and she already managed your keep the perfect wife. If only her hips were a bit wider to ease the birthing of all 12 plump children, you not doubt plan to sire on her. Oh. What I mean to say is good fortune to you. And Belwar, thank you for sharing with me. It was very chivalrous of you.
Is there something you need?
Hello, sir. Can you give me instruction to assemble supplies when you're fighting companions? Would you like to see what you have to send? Okay. We are ready to start whenever you are, sir. Very well, let's begin. Let us start. there is much to cover. And so that is the latest report on the walls and troop strength. Kana, what news from the scouts? The scouts have returned, Captain. The enemy has been sighted on the outskirts of the keep, and the bridges of the South River have already been captured. Well, now we all know what whoever holds the bridges holds the keep, or at least the way into it. If they try to march up against the mountain pass, we can make it hard on them. But with the loss of those bridges, then the advantage is theirs. We need to fix it now before they get any further. Bishop is right, we need to act. The defense of this keep needs to be our first concern. We need time to set up the blockades within the courtyard and ready the walls. We cannot allow the enemy to cross the river. If we act quickly, we may be able to recapture and cross and destroy the bridges. Doing so will limit any movement and work in our favor. The King of Shadow marches on the keep regardless. How would this help? Captain, every movement we gain is a moment prepared for more effective defense. If our allies still on the march, the difference of even a day can be crucial. How much time would this buy us? A few days at best, Captain. Since when do I then worry about crossing water? Certainly not the shadow of spirits, sir. But vampires cannot cross without aid, and slow creatures like skeleton and ghouls would be swept along the current. The land often has such defenses against those who are no longer of it. Even now, it is our ally. We are fortunate that the King of Shadows needs to keep its fighting forces together. Once of certain, we cannot count. What else can we count on? That the battle will come at night. There are creatures of darkness, and many must remain here. Know that while this true of many of the greater undead, such as the blood drinkers and the shadows, not all of them are harmed by the sun's light. Blood drinkers? Vampires, not you. Still, this greater undead from the commanders of their army, and the lesser undead will likely not attack without their guidance. I recommend that we exploit the weakness whenever possible, Captain. Enough talk, we should get soon enough. Unfortunately, Captain, we do not have many forces to spare in advance of your arrival. The send Greekers to the river. Then another full complement will be very dangerous to the keep. I recommend taking a single unit with you. Single unit? And how will they destroy the bridge when they get there? I can't punch the bridge into pieces quickly enough, that is. Perhaps we can use one of your invention, Gobner. Well, if you want to make large stones into smaller ones, you can use a hammer, a giant or explosive, or like a blast glove. If you give me access to your storerooms, I might be able to create some without blowing up the keep with it. Let's do it. Very well then. We'll set out in an hour's time, enough to stem the matter of the soldiers. Your armed forces have not arrived yet, although we have sent word for a situation. With luck, they'll join on the river. Let's form a group and set up. Which unit will like under your command? Fighters. Normally we'll assign units to your companion as well, but this document will call for smaller force. Would like to bring with you. Okay, let's bring Vijayev. I need more influence with her. And the turn undead ability is very useful. And who else? Ammon Jerro. I would have thought the gift would serve well enough. Some moral support would be welcome, you know. Morality. Let's try that again, shall we? Don't want to lose all that influence again with him.
This load is a bit of a strain.
Let's skip all this dialogue and cutscenes. Come on.
My lord, you What a
forces from Waterdeep and out. You must hold this keep.
We should.
I am listening.
I believe so.
Okay, let's save. Let's do this again. Well, let's begin. La 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 la. Regardless. Then expires. Take me along, and most pleasure will be burning before we can speed across. Bridges of stone, not wood. Your obsession with fire is a little useful. You can burn other things, sand, maybe. You can't make a large stone. Let's do it. Fighters. Okay. I want Jayev. And if not Ammon Jerro, let's take Eleni. As much as the river is a wall against them, perhaps I can aid in the land strengthening that wall. Then I believe that it is, Captain. We should ready your men and Dagon. He has been available of reporting movements of the enemy since I arrived. Have you seen nothing? I have no need to outfit myself further. Then we shall do our best to prepare the keep for your return. May the battle go on. I will return when the bridges are no more. Prepare the keep, Kana. I'm counting on you. Of course, Captain. We will be ready.
Sir, we've arrived at the outskirts. With all the smoke in the air, the enemy can't be far.
Let me stand in the forefront. I'll try to draw the fire and protect you as long as we can.
So, you've arrived. We have little time, for your men fight for their lives as we speak.
Let's tell me what you've seen and go back to the keep.
I see this battle has hardened you. That is good. I have spent some time observing the battlefield. Though your men fight in the fields, the true test will come at the bridges.
What have you seen at the first bridge?
The enemy has the first bridge well defended. Skeletal archers and shadow priests line the rear, while undead warriors block the bridge itself.
How does the second bridge look?
They have yet to assemble a strong force at the far bridge, but what I have seen may be deceptive. For certain, a shadow reaver is present there. So tread carefully.
Let's not waste any time then. It will be night soon.
Farewell then. I will return to the keep. Guard yourself well and move swiftly.
Very well, make haste and tell Kana what we are ready to
Guard
attack.
yourself and return.
Okay, let's buff ourselves. Let's cast Bless and Mass Aid and this.
I am listening.
You can cast this and this and this. And you can cast nothing. Okay, let's go. Captain, much thanks for assistance. We had hoped you would arrive in time, so quickly did we have to leave. Our boss should be more effective in your company. Who do you want to report to? Report to JF. Know that I am welcome. Your strength and your courage is on. Let's go! Let's kick some ass! Let's attack him and cast Stunning Fist. Sports reflexes.
Yes, yes, I am listening. Make your path mine.
Step with me. Come on. Follow along.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's cast Improve Knockdown. Kill the Shadow Priest. Nice, level up. Kill him. Okay, let's level up. Another level at Sacred Feast. I want concentration, tumble, spellcraft, law, and heal. Okay, I think what I want is Fire Fist. You can expand one of your uses of Sun Fist to surround your fist and feet in flame. You gain an extra 1d6 point of fire damage for your unarmed strikes for a number of rounds equal to half your monk level plus your wisdom. Nice. And we gain more spells, level 4 spells. I want... what is Seed of Life? Let's take Seed of Life and Flame Strike and let's take this. Another level 1 spell. We can take Remove Fear, a level 0 spell, Inflict Minor Wounds. Nice. Let's rest and let's go. Okay, let's go. Let's cast the Fire Fist. Okay, next we face a Shadow Priest, but before I go there, let's save, and we will deal with this next time. Thank you for joining me. See you next time. Bye bye.